Hi everybody, it's Branxel Signa from Vrap di Zona Radio Alba. We are here because we wrote the project Breaking the Walls with the Legits Blast, Check the Style, Max Momentum Art Center and B Street Cultural Association. I'm so glad to be with you guys about you. This is the future camp. This is a camp that we do this week all together with a lot of students. So the question is very simple, is the focus of our project, and I ask to you how much is important to you in your life do also a kind of mental training and not just a body training.
So I think that physical training is as important as mental training and vice versa, because in the end of the day, if you have a competition, if you have a training, it's all also mental, you know. And for me, mentally, sometimes things can get very heavy, and you need to protect that energy, and you need to be smart on how you're gonna divide that mental energy. For example, I cannot break every day. For me, that's impossible.
Of course.
Exactly. So sometimes I need to go outside of this breaking life to make sure I recharge again, and then when I come back to breaking, my battery is full, and I can go again. You know, and sometimes it may take a week. Sometimes it may take a month.
Exactly.
Sometimes it may take a year, you know.
Don't be afraid if you need time to recharge
Exactly.
it.
And this is something you will learn whilst, like, you just have to try it out, and you will feel it when you have the love back for breaking or the energy back for breaking. So that's how I do it. And I do it for some time now, so now I'm also adjusted, you know. I know when and how long and stuff like that. Yeah.
Thank you for the answer. Will?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any specific form of training to condition my mind per se. One thing that I've talked about throughout this camp is that generally, you know, my mind, I find it to be a little bit chaotic at times. I find it
Too
very
many things inside.
difficult to organize my thoughts. I find it hard to establish a state of calm. And so, ironically, it's in these periods where I almost feel quite manic that the dance is something which actually calms my nerves or settles, you know, forms of anxiety or hyperactivity that I experience. It can actually ground me a little bit. But, you know, this is just movement. It's not training as such. It's not conditioning. I'm not trying to prepare myself for a particular battle. I'm just enjoying the freedom that I have as an artist, you know, enjoying forms of creativity and using my imagination to music that I enjoy, music that I wouldn't necessarily dance to at a battle, you know.
Yeah.
I get to select, you know, the genre. I get to create the environment in which I'm expressing myself, and there's a freedom in that isolation as well. So I guess that's how I ground myself. I pull myself away from a particular setting where, you know, there's a sensory overload. You're overstimulated because you're surrounded by people all of the time. People.
This is the problem from
and this
many,
is a
many
blessing.
guys.
Yeah, you know, I treat this as a blessing, but I also sometimes have a tendency to exhaust myself, you know, and not listen to my body and actually not react to the cues, you know, that my body is supplying me to instruct me to calm down.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so
Don't be afraid to
yeah.
be in silence and just
Exactly.
hear yourself.
So I'm not bipolar, but I am, because I operate within two extremes. And usually I get to a point where I'm so burnt out mentally, physically, and I have no choice but to stop. And so that is the period where I actually retract myself from a particular scenario, right? It could be a competition, it could be an event, and I just isolate myself. And I do things which are completely removed from breaking. You know, I don't lose inspiration. I actually recharge my inspirational battery.
Yes, don't be afraid to do it, because you you don't lose time, but it's good for you.
Yeah.
Take this kind of break
Yeah. But
for recharge yourself.
exactly, during this period, usually I'm still moving. I still wake up in the morning, and I might, before I have breakfast, I just dance, you know, in my pajamas, you know, my board shorts or whatever, listening to house music, just top rocking in my living room, moving my joints, getting some blood going through my body, you know, breathing a little bit heavier. this is not training. I just want to move, you know. But I do it like a bear in hibernation.
Just feel yourself,
you
what
know?
you
Exactly.
emotion is.
So I don't have a particular strategy. You know, I'm not competing a lot at the moment, and even when I did, I've never had. I don't follow strategies. I'm very sporadic, you know, and I just do things impulsively. Okay, maybe not the best way to live, but I'm here now. I'm alive, and it's brought me this far. So you know, I just take each day as it comes, because each day has enough problems without worrying about tomorrow. But yeah, what Lee said is really on point. You have to sometimes just protect your energy and know when you're at your limits.
Thank you, Will.
So I just found a more complicated way of expressing what Lee just said, so sorry about that.
Mims, is your turn.
Okay, so when I feel stuck, I try to be alone and then try to go to to touch nature, like I do meditation.
You say before, also
Yes,
yesterday night.
Yesterday at the
Yes.
discussion, yes, try to deep breathe, breathe deep, and try to breathe like inhale negativity and exhale positivity, and I also try to think, try to image like only positive way, so that only positive thing will come up. So, and it's okay to feel stuck sometimes.
Yes,
like,
don't
you
be
know,
worried if you
Yeah,
feel
don't be
stuck.
worried,
Yeah, it's
yes.
normal for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody. So I used
It's
to
like
feel
a process, you know.
Yes, it's a process, and the process is the most important thing, I think.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's how I manage my mental strength.
So thank you so much. Thank you guys for spending this a little time with me. When we finish every interview, we say one word is stay fresh. So stay fresh, guys. Stay fresh. Thank you.